that investigators will know in order to provide information. In this case, a rectal temperature was taken to try to estimate the time of death. In the early 90s, that was fairly common. Now we recognize that that's not the best practice.
Preliminary analysis suggests the murder took place 6 to 10 days before the discovery of Heather's body. Dr. Jamie Downs, an FBI-trained expert in overkill murder, assigned to Heather's case.
Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, J.J. Snake, and Pat Tillman. And boy, do we have a tough one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see if the number 8 team in the country, not Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer.
Dr. Downs meets with detectives Chestnut and Gella to gain insight into the case.
The first down for the offense. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll line up for a second down play. Off wagon rolling out. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. To green grass as he gets it to the 31. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fires to the big fella. He's here to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing capture. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throw. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. Pocket starts to collapse. Elevates over his man.
One individual is going to have an experience that has
first down for this offense.
While Dr. Downs continues the offense,
he wastes no time and comes out throwing. Shoots it to the left. Fires and throws. Now it's picked off. He was trying to get that return.
There's a couple of chemicals mixed together.
Line gets set. First down.
In the blood of everybody.
He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack and a record drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. Defense goes down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Dr. Downs discovered on Heather's t-shirt.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really. They put something together here.
Yeah, they didn't have execution of that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Getting some heat. That pass is right off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Accessing her apartment, detectives make another key finding.
The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
So I go through and I collect as
With
much
the
of that
catch,
as I
it's
can
Foster.
find.
And a good job in coverage
While
there.
I'm
They
collecting
stop it
that,
after
I
just a
see
few.
that
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to...
Touchdown, Aggie!
a large grouping of abrasions. Again, another type of blunt force
They're
injury.
backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space.
On the forehead. Now these were interesting because they were parallel to one another, and they had an
Feet in the end
introduction
zone,
that
looking to
was not
fire.
needed.
Dances away to buy time.
Repeated.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. 2nd and 10 here. They'll leave it with him.
The trauma on Henry's body is widespread.
And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Villa. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this time.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
There's no blood movement around the
Makes the
center.
catch. It's Peterson. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
The measurements there
He'll pull it on
are
Reed.
consistent with them looking at
He
down
is
the top.
smashing people. Touchdown!
A staff postmortem, or any type of postmortem injury for that matter,
The offense lining up for a first down play.
This case is clearly overthrow. That term simply means more violence than
He
is
wants to
necessary
throw.
to connect to the crime.
Snacks it over the middle. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era. The Big 12 would love to land a little on the field here in this.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, we kind of ruined what we had built. So we get a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just treated like little recruiting systems and little farm teams, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of bringing good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Relentless running gets it down to the 40. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not there yet. They moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. And he'll step into the end zone.
Act out on the person that broke up with them. Jack North.
First down here for the offense.
So we put out flyers to protest.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Peterson. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. They've said similar in H in recent history, finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
I look at rigor
He
mortis,
puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out for a first down. Behind the line, it's Peterson.
how much the
He
body
was
is
fortunate
cool.
not to
I
lose
also
yardage
look at
on that
other
play.
bodies,
Edging
like
back to the line of
the
scrimmage.
body,
Now on second down.
bloating or mummification,
He's going to run
insect
it.
activity.
Hard running there. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Nowhere to run on that one.
Bodies when they decompose tend to blow through. They get
On first down, here comes this offense.
in Heaven's case, her fingers were exactly the opposite. They were dry,
Looking
they
to
were
move it through
mummified.
the air.
That
Throws
kind
to
of
the
thing
wideout.
happens in the pocket.
They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set down the 21-yard line.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach.
This case happened in the winter. We know it had been chilly. We know that we had had
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after you lost one
I
high
estimate the
and
time
deep.
was differently than the corner
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on
I
first
estimate
down.
the time was
Here they come to try it again on second and 10 from the 29.
the body of the team, and when I
Might
looked
be
at it,
looking
it
to
was
run. Trying to make magic of the
Dr.
scramble.
Jones discovered
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10.
when the crime took place.
He's going to pass.
Turn their attention to another
Time to
man
take a
in
shot.
Heaven's spot.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone.
They had a relationship, and we were told
To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy in the quarterback spot there just do that fourth down.
All over the area. And we stayed at Heaven if he had a job nearby.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Moving out of the pocket. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That is just a sideline clinic. Patch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
The footprint discovered at the
Going up
feet
top on
and
first
on the
down.
body.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver fail to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Moving away from the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. This is a type of play that decides games when you're tough enough to convert third and short from the 30. Coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And that is a great job by the defense.
My mother and my
Offense set on first down.
they kept in contact all the time. They were always talking.
They'll try the right side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense does a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's when the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Quick step and go. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
There was a guy that Heather had told me about.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They put it on the ground last time. They had it got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think think you got to put it in context. A lot of times football is just you just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not run.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play, know that he's okay. So when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
He told them that this one guy that
Fires to the wideout. It's gone. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense, able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. This is a 3rd and long. A shot from the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Oh, man, I thought he had the interception, but the official rules gave too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be 1st down. He'll boom it down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used to the play fake, now to throw.
Because it's not about the check down, it's about
Got a man, it's
controlling the rhythm.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. It's not just moving the ball. They can catch the ball on this offense, too. They were aware of that during they were tackled.
We uncovered the identity of the
They
pilot.
get him up front, and it pays off. A sack at the 20. They've got him right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Keeps looking downfield. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. He'll set up the throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can win.
One where an individual is consumed by the very thought of having the other person, of possessing them. And when there's
Here
another
comes
way
the
of
offense on
objective,
1st down.
that can become the final straw that turns them into violent predators.
He's looking to throw.
Investigators cannot prove the
Finds a tight
sexual
end.
assault.
And that corner came in hard despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 2nd down coming up.
He had his alibi that he was at work on
He's looking to throw.
He got off work, he was home.
On a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Robert Dolan and his wife both took the polygraph.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's it,
Detectives
fine.
remain
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
searching for
And
physical
he'll go
clues
out of
that will
bounds,
connect
and his
Dolan to
aerial
Edwards'
attack just
murder.
continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Pressure coming. He wants it all. And the end zone is picked off. And that heavy interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
He struggles to live.
Such a violent encounter would leave
Okay, so
marks
here
on the
comes the
field as well.
offense returning to the field.
Look at him, of course.
Wants
And
to
looking
throw
at
on
him,
1st
talking to
down.
him, he had no scratches, no.
Going to try to get it inside. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Edwards' murder.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
Could speak justice.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. Maybe a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
So we didn't have a tag number for that.
He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Not very
Now the
helpful.
play fake. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked back end for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack. Obviously, you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Good timing on the quick out. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggies! Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. So close to cashing it in for this offense. This is a design run. Pulled down for the tackle.
You know, I really like this one. You know, he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out of the first space.
They will make me sure they with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
One more
Gets away
vital
from one.
play.
And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Never say die.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down. He'll heave it deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
A little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game. They just kind of lead there on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense. So they're letting it
Wrist.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
They need to put a net.
They'll run play action. Gets it out
Huh?
fast.
How long did you sleep last night?
They pick up the first down, they'll start at the 28. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed
Go sleep some more.
He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passes.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket.
I'm Mark. I'm good, bud. I don't feel good.
But he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Aggies are on the move. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back
No.
at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Floating away. And this defense goes back to back sack, Jack.
Come on.
Still 3rd and goal.
Well, I got football practice tomorrow.
From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He took it, he hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Kia. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Feeling some heat. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags in the 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback caught up in the red, sacked at the 12.
The defense has been
beaten
so
with another
dominant.
object. She also had a dish rag that had been shoved down her throat so far that
Texas
it stuck
A&M
to
has
her
it
airway
back
and
in
would
the offense,
suffocate
ready to go to work.
her. Her cause
They
of
had
death
this
is
thing in a
complicated.
hammerlock at
in
halftime,
that
and now they are
people
really
don't
ratcheting
die
up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want from the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved too. They've got so many different playmakers all over.
And they'll bring it down after a short pickup. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down?
It's a heartbreaking assessment.
Now sliding to his left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
James Whipple.
He wants to throw.
At this point in
Buys a
time,
little time with his feet.
entering the vehicle into the
Firing to the right completely.
completely.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Postal marker 15. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. Texas A&M trying to get him in the red zone. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And then converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. He's going to run it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they're going to put it.
They had not been cleaned off.
Offense getting set for first down.
Was also located in Heather's car.
Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at second and 8. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Foster. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain here. Still a bit short of the first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to get to him. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the right. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare. He is not waking up. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach. Week after week, let's build, let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue to look at the end of the season.
Very well.
You never know where you can be, what dream
On
can
the
bring
top
to
of the head.
reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up and make the plays necessary and do them. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. Jesse Palmer, David Pop.
So this is a dynamic struggle. The victim's moving. The suspect is moving. The iron is moving. And as the suspect is wheeling away at her with this iron, it's not static process. It's not repeating the same motion over and over and over again. He's moving the iron. So different parts of the base of that iron are hitting her. And in addition, she's knocking it away so it doesn't come back down the same time. And there's a linear mark on the back of her right forearm that is the side of the hot part of the iron, the plate part of the iron.
Detectives confront James Bernard Whipple with the damning evidence.
When he walked in, it's kind of odd because you expect to see a monster. You really do. He didn't look at all like what I was expecting. He said, I know you hear about Heather. I did it, and I want to get the death penalty for what I did. He said, I'll give you a confession. And I actually look out the door and go, he's confessed. He's telling me everything. James said he did it for money because of a habit, a bad habit. He was hooked on crack cocaine. He went to Heather's house because he knew Chris had been staying with her son, and Chris had loaned him some money. He knocked on her door and he asked for Chris if she knew where he was at. Heather gave him a number, he left. He dialed the number, but it did not go through. Wrong number. So he returned, knowing she would have money.
Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, on a night where the war chant and the tomahawk chop are reverberating around this stadium as the Florida State Seminoles are ready to open another season at Doak Campbell Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports.
James Whipple is extradited to South Carolina on charges of first-degree murder, first-degree sexual assault, armed robbery.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the run, it's Selden. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. But a little time lets it go. With the catch, it's Webb. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Man, make that statement, make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Vols have it with a first and 10. And it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down to the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He uncorks a bullet to the right. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room.
And he motors into the...
I recognize that she's gone with nothing that I can ever do.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? They're bringing heat. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for a 2. You can... A first down for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you gotta get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give him and let him make some plays down the field.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Things working pretty well for this defense out of the dime pack.
52 established type blue.
First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Short hands, it's Selden. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. At the 45 on his way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence in it.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Out of the gun, the inside kid. They knock it down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, looks as if